The second half of our story from Listowel, the parishes you heard already, the storyteller is somebody who describes himself as an actor and writer from North Kerry, an area renowned for its production line of talented writers who love telling their stories. Paddy McElligott tells a story based on one of our great writers, Brendan Kennelly, and he wrote of a character, Maloney, who loved going to wakes and he knew life was for living. Paddy McElligott.
Timmy, thank God, a respectable man, Maloney said, kicked the bucket when the weather turned bad. Not like today, but anyway. Timmy was named for the habit he had of offering thanks to the heavenly God every minute and hour of the day for whatever advantage came his way. If he sold a calf, he'd close his eyes and lifting his face to the silent sky say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God, and slip the money into his pocket. If a brown penny made him feel good, he'd storm heaven with gratitude. But he died at last of a winter's night, and I was there to lay him out. After he died, he was twisted and crumpled up on the bed, his mouth agape, his head astray, his legs hanging out over the side, limp as a fish on the river bank. I straightened him up without delay and called his wife, May Nan, to have the boiling water ready to shave the black stubble from his face. May Nan was flying all over the place, worried to death after losing her man who had always offered thanks to God for favours received. But to give her due, she got the kettle of boiling water from me, and with an open razor in my hand, I shaved the face of Timmy, thank God. Sweet Jesus, Maloney, says May Nan, but you're one decent Christian man to put yourself out like that for me. May Nan, says I, 'tis a privilege. Any man should have the pleasure of a last shave. And if we look at her husband's body, I think you'll agree, he's looking better already. She looked, and with wonder in her eyes, he's better now than ever he was. 20 years the younger man, and when he's rigged out in his habit, he'll be younger again. I have no doubt but that he'll be as handsome as the day he married me. There and then, with May Nan gone out, I stripped my man balls naked to put his habit on. It was made of the best material, the kind of stuff that wears well, even in the grave, where fashion is not important for men and women. After stripping him, I got the surprise of my life. I could hardly believe my eyes. The naked corpse of Timmy, thank God, lay there before me on the bed. What rattled me, though, was that he had got a small bag tied round his you-know-what. Neat as ever would wish to see, innocent as the flowers of May. Very delicately, I untied the bag and looked inside. A feather would knock me on the ground as I counted out £500 in £50 notes. I looked at my man, dead as yesterday's loaf, in the bed, and I thought, no wonder, Timmy, that you could be always there, pious and cute, with a bag of money tied to your float, grateful to God for life's poor dregs, and the Bank of Ireland between your legs. But I'm not the man to find fault with you, far from it. It takes every kind to make up the world of men, and I'll not say who was right and who was wrong, so long as I've time for a drink and a song, because I am blind. Oh, Christ, how I'm blind and ignorant of what the next minute will find. The next minute, I called May Nan and I gave her half the cash into her fist. I said, good woman, be grateful to Christ. I am, she said. Oh, tell me where it came from, though. May Nan, I said, be grateful for what God has given you. That's all you've got. That money comes from the very source of life. Wishes, she says, don't addle me. I'm a wife no longer, but a widow in black, compelled to suffer alone every knock and shock that life can offer. Never mind, I said. Although he's stretched and shaved and dead, your husband was a Christian man and will leave you enough to see you through. Her eyes were glad. Maloney, you know he was fond of his halfpenny, but in his way he was always thinking of me. Maybe. And now I must plant him under the sod. Thank God, sighed the widow of Timmy, thank God.